In this tip of the day, I'd like to talk about 3 Windows keyboard shortcuts that are very powerful yet commonly overlooked within OneCNC. Now, these keyboard shortcuts can be used primarily when working with geometry. That means that you can use these shortcuts for solids, surfaces, or wireframe geometry. Let me give you an example. Let's say that we want to take this solid model and we want to copy it to a brand new file. Well, to do that, we can hit Ctrl A, Ctrl Alpha on the keyboard. That will select everything on the screen. Now you'll know it's been selected because the geometry will turn red. Now you can press Ctrl C, Ctrl Charlie, and that will copy the geometry. Now if I open up a brand new file, I can hit Ctrl V, Ctrl Victor on the keyboard, and that will paste the geometry in. And before it actually locks it in, it gives us the opportunity to use the same layer that the geometry was originally created on, or you can specify a brand new layer to place the geometry on. I'm just going to use the default layer, and we'll click OK, and there we go. So we've successfully and very quickly copied geometry from one file to another. Let me close this down. All right, let me give you another example. Let's say that we want to take this geometry and we want to copy it to a new layer. Well, if you want to copy geometry from one layer to another, it's very simple. Same process. Just Ctrl A to select everything, Ctrl C, Ctrl Charlie to copy, and then Ctrl V to paste, and then OneCNC says, okay, what layer do you want to place that on? I'm just going to call this layer Plate Copy, and then we'll click OK to that. And sure enough, you can see over here, we now have 2 layers. We have the original plate layer, and we have Plate Copy. Very, very powerful. All right, now let's say that you have a lot more than just one piece of geometry, and that's probably going to be more common. So why don't I create some arcs here, or some circles. There we go. So let's say I just want to take these circles and copy them to a brand new layer. Well, it's very simple. Instead of hitting Ctrl A, Ctrl Alpha, because remember, Ctrl A is going to select everything. We don't want to do that. What you could do is use any of your selection tools up here, for example, your marquee tool, select those circles, and then Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste, and just make a brand new layer. I'll just call this layer Circles, just like that, and we'll click OK. And that's it. So now you see we've taken selective geometry and copied them to a brand new layer. Now that also works, of course, with a brand new file. So what I mean by that is you could select the circles, Control Copy, open up a brand new file, Control V, and I'm going to turn layers on here so I can give this a different layer. In fact, we'll just use the circles layer. We'll click OK to that. And now you can see that we've successfully copied those circles to a brand new file. So yeah, just in recap, those Windows keyboard shortcuts are very powerful. Those are Ctrl A, which is Ctrl Alpha to select everything, Ctrl C, Ctrl Charlie to copy, and then Ctrl V, Ctrl Victor to paste. All right, that's it for this tip of the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.